So, what's up, Sassy Rutabaga? I've never played this game. I've only watched the little intro video on Steam and heard about it. So, we're going to check this out. I've also heard it's not that long of a game, so I'm guessing it won't take the whole stream. So, I'm thinking about playing a game that I've been watching and playing with Shogi a little bit off stream called Phasmophobia after this, but we will see. Apparently, there's some sort of satire narrative type game. Thank you, finally. Glad you liked it. What's up, Nietzsche? This game started as a mod for something and got made into a full game by popular demand. It's probably best to play the game as intended first. Oh, I'm planning on playing this as intended. You do multiple runs? Okay, alright. Well, we'll see what it is. Again, I have no idea. I will be playing this for the first time, so no spoilers, I guess, in chat. I should probably put that in my title, but I feel like that's understood. So here we go. We're going to begin the game and see what the Stanley Parable is. Here we go. The end is never the end is never the end is loading. I wanted to do something different today, too, because we've been playing the same games over and over, and we've come close to basically finishing a number of the games we're playing, so I want to do something a little different today. If you spoil this game, you have no soul, Sassy says, okay. When you saw a game's name, you thought, how? Now you know. Okay. What's up, Pedro Digitator? All right.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Stanley?
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee
Thank you, Shogi.
427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk.
Why am I getting the hell? Okay, I have to. All right, well, thank you for the gifted sub, Shogi. Holy crap. Trying to watch the cutscene and my freaking songs are going over and over. Let me... God, where's my alert box? Let me turn off the alert box for a second. Just for this intro that just lagged the hell all out. Okay. Hold on. All right. Thank you, Shogi, for those gifted subs. I'm turning off those for just a bit, just so we can watch this intro here. Okay, well, I skipped the intro. Basically, I think I work here. You just gave a sub to Rambot Plus, that's right. Hold on, let me begin the game again, because I want to watch this intro. Okay, well, I guess I can't watch the intro. Basically, Stanley works in an office, and Stanley pushes buttons, I think. That's the same intro that we saw on the other thing, so... There's a game called There Is No Game, something similar to this, okay. Okay, my mouse is really sensitive. Let me turn this down to like half of that. Okay, that's better. Okay. Can I click on things or crouch? Okay. The rest of the intro is basically one day he noticed nobody was here and decided to investigate. Oh, okay, okay, thank you. I'm clicking, I don't know. What are the buttons? Keyboard, mouse, keys, WAS and D, duck is control, use is mouse 1, and that's it. Use is mouse 1. Okay, what's up, Dan? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna turn the alerts back on. I just didn't want the alerts to be on during the intro, and then apparently you can't rewatch the intro, so. Thank you for the gifted sub, Shogi. You are way too generous, my friend. Okay. Can I open doors? There's a lot of narrative. You might want to turn off the alerts.
All
Yeah.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, alright. Missed a
No matter
memo.
how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Yeah, maybe I will turn off the alerts for now. So, thank you to whoever gifts or whatever. Let's turn it off, because if I can't hear narration, that's probably a pretty big deal during this this game. I like what I just hate. I like work, I just hate my boss. Okay, okay. It's one of your favorite games ever, Kawhi? Nice. Kind of spooky, but also not that spooky. Might need to turn up the narrator volume. It's like half the game. Can I turn up the narrator? I can't turn up the narrator himself. I guess I turn up master volume here. Because I feel like the narrator is quieter than the music is. I hate Mondays. This is like frickin' Office Space the game right here. You enable subtitles so you don't miss any dialogue. Alright, alright. We'll turn... frickin' subtitles. Annoy the crap out of me because they distract me, but if that'll be helpful, I'll do that.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, and if I don't do that...
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I'm sure they expect you to go through the wrong doors, right? Narrator's amazing. He's got a great voice.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
You'd recommend following the directions first? You'll do it again anyway. Too late.
Yes, really. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Took the first open... Alright, fine. We'll follow the narrator.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Okay, let's be back on track. These doors closing on me is freaking me out, though.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let a ball up inside you, take it out passively aggressively, resent workers for not supporting you. Hey, that's like streaming! Using slides to assure employees that everything's okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header. There's some bevel on the text. This will ensure a calm, something environment. Everyone is unique, you most of all. Alright, great. The generic office stuff. Very nice. Narrator on this always remind you of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Oh, yeah. That room reminds you of your job. What does that say? Broom closet. Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright. What's going on, boss? Hey, boss man, what's going on? Oh, wow. This is the boss's office? Holy crap. Looks like a friggin' mansion.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
I want to play the piano.
Unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
This kind of reminds me of, what is that movie with Will Ferrell where he hears the narration? Stranger Than Fiction. I watched that a couple months ago. This kind of reminds me of that. Okay. Or, like frickin' Truman Show, we're on the set of a movie. Stranger Fiction, one of your all-time favorite movies. Okay. Do we press the button? Okay. I got you flowers. Is that from Stranger of Fiction? I've only watched it once, so I couldn't quote the thing. All I remember is the quote that he told that author guy.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley
Little did he
realized
know.
he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay. Did you play this and you stop for 5 years and play it again, I guess? Okay.
That read Mind Control Facility.
Mind control facility. Escape? Who needs an escape? Alright, this is not creepy at all. What's in the mind control facility?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Dan, am I into narrative type games? Usually not. I don't know what other games fall into this category. Because I usually like to make my own decisions in games. So... Okay. Oh. Camera button.
Now the monitors jumped to life.
Fired.
Their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Oh my god. You know what this really reminds me of? Cerebro from X-Men. FTL Mind Control is based off this game. If you like to make your own decisions on games, you'll soon love this game. Okay.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
Can't possibly be true.
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Same kind of eerie feeling as Half-Life series. This room reminds you of your work?
No. He refused to believe it.
Where was I? 427?
His own life
See
in
it down there.
someone else's control? Never.
Never.
It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
It's just a dream. Has to be a dream. What is happening?
Proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
What does it say? Happy, sad? I guess that's what's all these buttons. I don't see it say happy, sad. I assume I go up into here. Mind control status offline. I see a lot of buttons that I should probably press, but probably not on this first playthrough. What does that say? Mind control system. Mind controls idle awaiting
He found the
input.
source of the room's power. He knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Put an end, I assume, is off. Okay, can I move?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated
Daylight.
the machine. unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Story time with Rand, that's right.
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
None of this
For
matters.
it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool.
Oh, I wanted to look at what the
breeze
door
upon
looked
his
like.
skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him.
I hope I don't get run over by a
This
car.
was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
The end. Achievement unlocked. Beat the game. What's up, Moonho? It's ironic since the narrator's been directing Stanley the entire time. Take the narrator's words to heart. Don't let anyone tell you what to do again. Okay. Alright, GG cookie time. And we're back at the start. Okay. This is a nice stream.
All
Alright,
his
well, let's play a new
co-workers
game.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
Okay,
missed
so
a memo.
now we're gonna do different stuff. Or attempt to do different stuff. The beginning sort of reminds you of The Matrix. Yeah. I was thinking Office Space. The end there kind of reminded me of Truman Show. But definitely Office Space. Somebody's got a case of the Mondays. Somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
We'll go left this time. Because that's what I didn't do last time. But maybe I should have gone right to do other stuff.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay. Now we're gonna go down.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright. Making you want to watch Office Space for the 17th time. Hey,
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
whose car is
He
this?
considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
Yeah.
All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all.
This is a Valve
None
joke?
of it made
Okay.
any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him?
I've been
wherever he
wondering
went?
that.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream.
That's right.
Oh, what a relief.
Valve joke,
Stanley
'cause this game
felt
started as
to have
Half-Life mod,
finally
okay.
found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he
Whoa.
imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream.
Oh my
Did the voice not
goodness.
see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over.
I don't want to go back to my
Let
job.
me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife.
Oh, I have a
and
wife?
my job.
Okay.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Rand's job does involve pushing buttons. It's true.
I am okay.
I am Stanley. And we're still here. Well, that didn't
Stanley
work.
began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real.
I am
Please,
real.
just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
I am Randley. Rand
This
equals
is the
Stanley
story
confirmed.
of a woman named Mariella.
A what?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Dead on the
Although
sidewalk.
she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this. So
Yeah,
it
no
was
spoilers,
only a
please.
moment
No
that she
spoilers,
stood
please.
there, staring down at the body.
I'm
And
dead.
then she turned and ran.
She turned and ran. Okay. Well, is that the end of that one? We're dead. We ran through the street screaming. Okay. All right. No, please, no hints. No hints, no spoiling. I mean, I feel like that should be going without said on Twitch by now, but no hints, no
All
spoiling.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting.
Okay.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
All right. Well, we tried one direction. We're gonna go the other direction. So we went the other direction. Actually, I went downstairs. Let's see if we go right this time. Have I gone this way before? Ah, yes, okay.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left. This
Poor
was
Stanley.
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Was there a different office I missed? Okay, well, I'm gonna have to check that one out next time.
Wow. Yes. This room. What
Gorgeous.
a beautiful room.
Beautiful.
What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meet. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh, the area where I spawned was different? Yeah, it was different. So it looks like it is being slightly different every time.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Years ago. Well, whose directions? Who's talking to me? Wow, okay, so we're in a factory here. This is the Dunder Mifflin paper factory. Do not jump from the cargo lift while in motion, will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off, $5,000. Can I go through here? It's a key card. Okay.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
He's talking to me.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Oh man, now we're getting real.
Stanley, your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
Who is she?
She's been waiting.
What? This is the guilt trip? I have a guilt, there's a guilt trip. Okay. Okay, well that's a black door. Whoa! Whoa!
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Okay, I guess I could choose to not pick up the phone. Who is it? You know, her.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go.
At least it's a different
All right,
voice.
now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your
Whoa!
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
That was
They want to
freaky.
commit their life to you. I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Okay.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
The death, okay. Press X on your keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Really? Did he really choose this?
But in his mind, in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth.
Excited
The
me.
thought
So
excited
exciting.
him terribly.
Okay, spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Please don't tell me what to do, not for streaming, please.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls.
Yeah, that was weird.
Down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions, and down another was a game with a baby. And he called it The Stanley Parable.
A game with a baby?
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be?
Oh, it's going
In
to turn it back
reality,
into his
all
office.
he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay. I will not press a button. And then I'm going to get bored. Wonder how many hours of monologue been recorded for this game. Oh god. It's going to make it so that I have to press it or nothing will happen, right? Alright.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself?
Kill
How can
myself?
I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. Well,
Maybe
not so
I should have
different,
pressed a
suppose.
different button.
I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please die.
Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I
Whoa, I right-clicked. What happened? I right-clicked and it all went black. There. Okay. I guess I died. I don't know if I ended that one or...
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started.
Hey,
And if
it's
it did,
different.
it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
Okay, well that's a different start. Okay. Well, I don't know if I just screwed that one up or what. Alright, I think I want to jump off the thing this time.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
There are no mistakes in this game, okay.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its grace? Its subtle charm? No. Stanley knew it was something deeper. Something darker.
Darker? Yeah, as long as it look like, don't take my swing line stapler.
Really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
You can get more dialogue for staying in the room for like hours. Well, I'm gonna stay in a little bit because there's something darker in here. What does
At
that
this
even
point,
mean?
Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
That's why everyone
It's
left.
possible that this is why everyone left.
I want a drink though. Can I have a drink?
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Alright, we're moving on.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Yeah, there might be another way to go there, but...
Stanley was so bad at following directions,
Incredible, I wasn't
it's
fired.
incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay. So... Jumping off the cargo lift. How can we jump off this and not die?
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
I love the
Good job, Stanley.
sound.
Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
That squishing sound. Okay. Alright.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I should have fallen into the water, Kappa. Yeah, that water that was there. Need a Zoltan shield to avoid fall damage. Where are my Zoltan shields in this game?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
So what's with that door over there? I see an open door. I wonder if I can get over there somehow.
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness. Then the feeling went away, and he felt sad again. Then it came back, and lingered for a minute or two. Now it's only half there. Just a kind of, tingle.
Alright, well, we tingled in this room for a bit.
But eager to
I think we're supposed to do that in the bathroom, but you know.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Alright, here we go.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
That's right, that's totally what we do. Clone Bay in this game is OP. It's true, the Clone Bay is so good.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Really? I can't use the door? Aw, rude. I wonder if you could sneak through that door somehow.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
So the narrator is the guy I'm hearing from the mind control room.
Right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay. I want to go to the other rooms, though. Okay.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about
That's really
rather
cool.
than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Ah, doesn't really matter who the narrator is in this context. You don't think you usually understood to be part of the world, just part of the narrative. Okay. Well, man, that was a cool one.
All
Not
of his
doing.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
All right, so we know what happens when we just follow the story. Oh, the doors are closed.
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
I moved the story.
Move the story
Yeah, I put it
somewhere or-
over in my other pants.
Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay then, it's an adventure. Come, Stanley, let's find the story.
Except I can't go this way. Okay. Let's find the story. Whoa, these hallways. Okay, they're all connected. There are a lot of doors. Okay. This is where I go crazy. Okay. The narrator's always right behind you. Okay, he's not there.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Whoa. Okay. Alright, so this is...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
It's a fake restart,
Stanley
right?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Were these computers on before? I don't think these computers were on before, were they? Aww. Hold on a second. This is such a trip. This is a trip of a game, that's true. Okay, I can't go back in my own office. Okay. You realize I gave up on this way too quickly on your playthrough? I want this door to be open. Okay. Now there are no doors.
It's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where
You can
we
stay in your
just
office for
came
too long
from.
too.
Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Alright. Cool with that. Okay. Still can close the doors? No door closing. Whoa, what's... Okay. Okay, I tried using the computers. Okay. We get back into our office?
Aha! I knew we'd missed something.
This is a new hallway.
Story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Okay. I'm so confused. Okay, this is not a great place to hang
Now
out.
this... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley?
Yeah, you
Well,
totally.
you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing,
Uh-oh.
how about this? You win!
Yeah!
Congratulations!
Did it cookie
I know
time?
you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So,
It did. Let's
good
have a cookie.
job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all.
Wait, was
We
this
both know
sarcasm?
You didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square.
Hey.
And this was not one of those situations.
But I'm having a cookie.
Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this
But I-
time.
but I had
I'll
my
have
cookie.
to restart.
Aw, man. Alright, no, I guess I baked my cookie. The meeting room has boards saying synergies, thus it can go to hell. Can I press buttons? Alright. I do remember he said something about a yellow line.
All right, I've got a solution.
Adventure
this
line.
time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Okay. How about if I go over here? Okay. And now I need to upchuck the cookie. Oh man, I want to play with the computers. Okay. Oh gosh, do I do the line or do I go the other way? Okay. I guess we'll follow the line. Hey, solitaire. Oh man.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley,
To destiny and beyond.
Here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying
Yeah, I'm hoping these computers have
such
FTL.
that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of
Okay,
your
I'm doing my
subjective
best.
experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize.
I'm doing my best. I'm
Sure,
following the
where I was
line.
going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
I love music. Yeah! How'd the line get over there?
Wait, cut the music.
Oh.
Go back and look at that fern.
Oh, but I was... Oh, okay. I was
Stanley,
enjoying that.
This fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
The fern? Okay. Alright. I'm looking at this fern. I'm doing what you're saying. How long do I have to look at the fern? Do I go back? It's a nice fern though. Okay, alright. I looked at the fern for a while. That looks like a trap tile right there. Okay. I'm pretty sure I missed
Wait,
some of
what?
the other line.
We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
What's up, Scapario?
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Okay, well, we tried the line. Let's try the not line.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget
Aw.
the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
Well,
We're intelligent people, right?
we heard
Why
a
can't
cool
we make up
song.
Our own story?
Aw,
Something
man.
exciting.
I want that
daring,
music again.
mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay. It's a silly line. Let's not go there. It's just a silly
Now,
place.
yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Okay. My imagination's a blank hall, I guess.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't
The music can play during the chair streams. That would be great. I have a feeling it might be copyrighted for this game, though, so I don't know about that. Can I guess I can't. Can I walk up the wall? Yeah, it does have Stanley Parable, the music, the song, the video game, TM.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story
Record
is
my
in
own
our
rendition, yes.
control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here.
I'm gonna get
And
dizzy.
that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic.
Okay.
Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Okay.
Oh, hold up, what's this?
The confusing ending.
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes?
Stanley dies. What?
Determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting.
The narrator is now stuck in a loop. Oh my god.
I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Why is the narrator sound so scared?
So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story.
Can I sit? Can I sit down?
I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying
Yeah,
that
the
life is
accent of the
about
narrator,
journey
yeah.
and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
Whoa! I pressed on the screen and heard a really loud noise. Did I mess that up? God. He was still talking. Okay. I feel like I borked it.
Co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Feel like I
Stanley
borked it
decided
again.
to go to the meeting room.
That
Perhaps
happens
he'd
a
simply
lot.
lost a memo.
Okay. Oh god. The narrator is the game, yeah. Awaiting input. Input received. Can I put more input in? You can't truly bork the game? Okay. Well, I put an input. Okay. Well. Input thing is
Stanley came
random.
to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Sure, let's do it.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay, well, there's probably other stuff we can do in the office, right? We tried going
Coming
downstairs.
to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Read the board. I saw the closet, but I don't know. Maybe we'll try to open the broom closet next time. What about here? Executive bathroom. Oh, okay. Let's go to the bathroom. What a nice bathroom. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. The hell is this? No, I haven't gone in the broom closet yet. I didn't know I could open doors. I want to use the bathroom. Oh! I closed the door. Extreme bathrooms, okay. Wow, I can open the door from really far away. That freaked me out. I thought it was a ghost opening the bathroom, but it was just me from across the room. Okay. Let's see what's on this computer. Okay. What? There's a gun to the panda's head? Business strategy. What the hell? Alright, can I use the elevator? I apparently have very long arms. Oh, and I can even choose which way the elevator goes? I just hear Stanley whispered. God, I'm hearing whispers. Okay. Now let's try going down. That's just the narrator humming. He's still behind me. He is behind me. That's the narrator going, da, 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 Stanley. Okay, alright. So he is humming along with the song. If you could choose, how do you know it went on the direction of my choice? It's a good question, Contasul. This should be the elevator music for chair. Do 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 do. Okay, well. How long do I have to be in an elevator to go anywhere? Oh, there's a picture for the front of the thing there. I am the most expensive boss. Well. Who said I didn't go anywhere? Well. Sure looks like we're in the same place. Right?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct combination. If he knew that the combo was 2845, it would be another story entirely. But no, this is what 2845.
8.
Achievement unlocked 8. Okay.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Okay, alright. Were those windows like that before? I don't remember. Can I go back out now? Nope, okay. Alright, well, is there anything I missed out here? Was there an elevator ending? Because I feel like the elevator didn't go anywhere. I feel like hiding in the corner. It doesn't do anything, unfortunately? Okay. Okay. Oh, but I want out. But I want out now. Maybe I should play the demo at some point. It's actually different from the game. The demo is different from the game. Okay. Elevator's there to calm you down. That was the elevator ending. Me just being in the elevator while listening to the narrator hum along. The demo is where the 8 thing comes from. Okay. Is this the same?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I forgot. There is an escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Really? Okay, let's go check out my violent death.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
That's right. That's right. That's my death? Okay, let's go into it backwards. Splat? Is there no splat this time? Oh, what?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, it reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley. Oh my god! Okay.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly
Who is
into
this?
the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Okay. Who's this new narrator?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
The narrator. Ooh, this is nice.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Stanley's computer. Okay. Nature paintings. Office layout. This blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the 2 doors was the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development, though the core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. Can I walk in this? Ah, my office. I remember it. It was great. I worked there so much. The set of 2 open doors is the very first concrete piece the Stanley Parable's design. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of the contradiction this room posed. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. This quarter has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the 2 doors in a good time. What? Okay. Think you get various stories if you go on the menu and restart the game at some point. Office computers. Okay, showing how those computers work, I guess. Hey, what's up, Donka Doctor? I'm well, my friend. How are you doing? A selection of the sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. Okay. Stanley Parable credits. Okay. Impeccable Kevin Brighting as the narrator. Well, what about the current narrator? Additional voice work. Maybe she's under there. I feel bad for her. What happens if you use a no-clip cheat? Yeah, where's the speedrun of Stanley Parable? Okay. Frickin' museum. The point of the Stanley Parable HD remix is to lose. Point of the Stanley Parable HD remix is to win. More endings, fewer endings, more narrators, fewer narrators, more Stanley, less Stanley. These are screenshots of the Stanley Parable. So there's a remix of this game too, I guess, right? September 2012, we submitted the Stanley Parable to Greenlight, Valve's process for approving games on Twitch for Steam. Greenlight page had only a series of cryptic photos, which were still enough to win the community's approval. Speedrun takes 5 years, 1 second. Okay. After the second trailer we sent out, we asked people to email the narrator for questions. While we had initially planned to use these in further promotional materials, we never found the perfect use for them. Here are a selection of those emails. I am Whoa. Will the game feature capybaras? Are you a rock? Greetings, well, I can't read some of those fast enough. Okay, that's weird. Stanley is staring at me, is he? The lounge. An early version of the lounge. Okay. Cargo lift. Second version is functionally the same. What's in the final game? We want it to look more like a place where cargo is actually stored. Do I really need to read everything? There's a lot of stuff. 3. Uh-oh. Ah. Alright, we need to do the apartment thing again and don't pick up the phone. Oh my gosh, this place is huge. Maintenance layout, okay. Meeting room. The choice of the phone is to go behind and pull the plug? There's no plug behind this phone. Is there? Are you saying there's a plug on the phone? I don't know. Okay. Zending model. Zending. I don't know if I've seen this. The game is now paused. Begin the game again. Let's see. Ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Unfortunately, very few players realized this was what they were supposed to do, which is frustrating for everyone. Oh, there's switches. Can't pull the switches. Okay. Early version they had the ending known as the Zending, which is eventually cut and merged with another part of the game. Okay. Oh my gosh. Place is huge. Oh. Countdown desk. One of the desks from an early version of the countdown ending. Wow, I feel like I haven't gotten all these endings. Place the two endings together instead. Okay, countdown room. You look at the ceiling, you'll see the ceiling. Oh my god, it's a ceiling. Okay, is that where I came in from? Okay, yeah, there's a switch over there, it looks like. Level of William. Level designer sent Davey as an addition piece. Okay. No, okay, it came from down there. Okay. This is so strange. It's like a making of for a game that you are literally playing right now. Yeah, that's the end of this ending? Okay. Well, there's a chain here. I guess that's what moves the thing, huh? Alright. Have I seen this one? How do I get over to that one? Office clock. Where's the museum piece about the museum? Yeah, where is it? Employee lounge. Another version of the underground. Narration outtakes. That is crazy. Okay. Boss's office. Okay. Alright, so it came from there. I think we've seen everything. I think. Oh no, I haven't gotten here. The war zone. The hell? Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. Realized shortly after starting to build it, it's far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpret it as making fun of people who like shooters, which is not our intention. Wow, that would have been interesting. That would have be an actual game. Okay, that's the emails. That's the phone. Alright, I think we've seen everything here. Office. Okay, so I think... Yeah, we went down there. Yeah, we saw that. That's how Half-Life 3 died.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Stanley Parable on, off.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
Quit! I did it! Was I supposed to do that? She told me to. I beat the game! Yay!
This is the story of a man named
Oh, here's that
Stanley.
intro again. Cookie
Stanley
time.
worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
See if I learn anything from this.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push. how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending,
Never see his face,
Stanley
yeah.
relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation.
Ah, okay.
Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay, so that's what we missed on the first one. I am playing this Ramses, the ever-changing indie game. Is it ever-changing? I don't know. So I could just sit in here in a while, but I don't want to do that.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I am curious.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, what have I not done? Closet, broom closet. Yes, let's go check out the broom closet.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his
Sit in my office when I take a break? Okay, I'll do that. We'll quit and restart and sit in the office.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
No
Feeling a wave
hints
of
for right now.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up
Unless
to
I
his boss's office.
don't know where to go.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Really? Do I really do that?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Are you sure?
It was
Nicely-
baffling that
nicely
Stanley
rendered
was still just
wrenches.
sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. Hey, as it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA. Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I want to see what you'll say, sir. Something happened?
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
So this is
Maybe
just
to you, this
dialogue?
is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite."
Nice,
I
maybe.
hope your friends find this concern.
Oh, that's why you said the broom closet ending is my favorite.
Stanley
Okay.
was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Addicted to drugs and hookers.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to...
You hear that, everybody? You are my people to let them know.
Anyone who happens to be nearby, the person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them.
So very insightful.
All right. When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Alright, I'm done.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board.
Second
I
player.
guarantee you can't do any worse than coming to a staircase. Stanley walks upstairs to
All
his
right.
boss's office.
What was downstairs? What was downstairs? I kind of want to do other stuff in the mind control room. Should have gone back in. Ah, well. Okay.
The moment he entered his manager's office,
What was it?
Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul any. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
Nice. I like the music in this game.
Feeling soothed
So very
and
calming.
rejuvenated,
Ah, the
Stanley
windows do come
calmly
down.
walked forward into the opened passageway.
That's some nice Phil Collins, that's right. do 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 do. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. You can just go back where? I'm pretty sure that door doesn't open out of the office. I think I tried that before. I guess I could try it again. Alright, but I want to go see in the mind control room. There were buttons I didn't press the first time.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Can I jump off this? No.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
You
Stanley
can't play
thought to
this until
himself.
2025?
Did he
You don't
have
think you've
the
gotten every
strength
ending yet?
to find out?
There's really an ending of not playing it for 5 years?
Now the monitors jumped to life. Their true nature
There's an achievement,
revealed.
okay.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many
Where's
individuals
427?
reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
All the jokes about 5 years because there's this team achievement that you requires you to not play the game for 5 years. It's called Go Outside. Okay. Kind of want to look at the screen, see if we see anything weird. All right, 427's right there. CCTV. Anything weird about my place there? It's like, no. Yeah, the go outside thing's kind of tough right now. Yeah, that's true. I love the sound in this game. The sound's really well done. Which one is employee fired?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Alright, yeah, this is the room I was looking for.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in,
Because we can turn everything
Stanley
back
decided
on,
that
right?
this machinery would never again exert
what's up
its
here?
terrible power over another human life.
His whole life in
For
Rand's
he
control.
would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Well, what is this? Okay, that does nothing. Are there a bunch of these buttons I need to press? You love buttons? I love buttons. Buttons are my favorite. Okay, here we go. We got numbers. Where's the 3? 1, 2. There's 4. Where's 3? What is this big red button? Okay. There's a 5. There's 3. Okay. Probably won't do anything while it's not powered. Well, let me try it. I mean, the buttons are big and white. But we'll probably... I'm gonna try it now, and then if it doesn't work, then we'll turn everything back on, I guess. It's another room. Is there a room I haven't explored? Well, I know that there's that room. I've been to that room on another ending. There's something down below there, too. Oh, that's creepy looking. There's another ending room. Is this game in a nutshell? Okay, that didn't do anything. Okay. Before I go and turn everything on... What's in here? This is freaky looking. Love you some big red buttons. And you have a link. Okay, well, sorry, I'm not looking at the link yet. Okay. So we want to turn everything back on. Because we did
When at
off.
last he found the source of the room's power. He knew it was... Oh, Stanley. You didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Loading mind control systems.
Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You
No,
were
I didn't do the
supposed
buttons
to let it
earlier.
Go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb
Did I have to
goes
wait till all
off.
these lights
But what
came on
precious
to do it?
moments each
I'm
one
gonna
of
guess
them
probably
is.
so.
More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated?
Re-enter
All right, I'm in a good
code?
mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free.
3.
Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then
The
dying
hell?
alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
I have
But I'm
no idea what
enjoying
I'm
this
supposed
so
to do here.
much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved?
Yeah, it's my first time Pogo Champ.
Any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble.
He's pushing your buttons.
It's not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
Goodbye and play 427.
That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Okay. Thought there was actually a puzzle, and then they're like, nope, Stanley Parable doesn't have puzzles. You just die. Oh, there's papers all over the floor. Oh my goodness.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh my goodness.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
This is crazy. Papers, please. Oh. Well, there's two of 5. Holy crap. Apparently that's probably another ending. 2 out of 5 times we've actually put input in.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door, and this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I wonder if there's other doors.
Stanley felt lightheaded,
I can explore.
butterflies in his stomach. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay, alright, well there is the not picking up the phone.
Following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
So we'll go with this weird ending. Did I ever get like a key to go into there? Can't like jump over this thing, there's no jumping. Oh, there's a door over there.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
How do I get over
I
there?
realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing.
Yeah,
but
I'm gonna see if I can jump down
all
without
this
dying.
time. There's someone you've been what? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Okay.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
No, space. I'm pressing space bar,
I don't know how
Tenpenny.
to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay, alright. Prove it to me, sir.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay, sure.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. You see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time. The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now.
In circles.
Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I want it to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here.
There was also a white door, was there?
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Beautiful.
If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy.
I feel happy.
Happy.
Aw. Beautiful. I do kind of want to just sit here and enjoy this. Can you jump off the edge? No. It's the happy ending, huh? A chair would be nice, though. Oh, look at that. It's beautiful. Cookie time? Wow, how many different colors and things do they have here? Sit here and watch this for hours. This should be my break screen right here. Oh, we got nice little green colored balls. It's like a weird screensaver. Alright, well, I guess I can't just stay and be happy.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Nowhere. We're back here. It's fine.
Right. Where were we?
Enjoying the beautifulness. I wonder if I can mess with the narrator.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
It is nice in here. I don't blame you. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice. All right. All right, narrator. One more time.
No. What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here. You are going to stay here, aren't you?
Is there a VR version of this game? I don't know. Entire game reminds me of how you can come back to the part where it kills you in Portal 2. Okay. How many times can I mess with the narrator is the question.
You heard me before, didn't you? You will die. What about this isn't getting through to you?
Okay, you've convinced me. It's so peaceful. I wonder how many different soothing images they put here. Is that all of them? Have we seen everything? Alright, I guess they're done. Alright, I guess we have to go die. Oh, the stars are back. I like this. This makes me think of planetariums. I've only been into like one or two, but I like them. Okay, that's resetting. Have I gotten the jump ending? I don't know yet. Their stock of glitter ran out. Alright, well, let's go to our death for the 20th time.
Please. Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Don't take this from... really? This is... Just walk up and fall off? Can I come through here? Alright, well, I guess that's my option.
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Let's kill ourselves backwards again.
No! Thank God. You lived.
Oh, I'm
You
alive.
got me worried there for a moment.
Yeah, let's go to the other room.
Can we please get back to the other room?
Okay, alright. It is nice in here.
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
It is beautiful, narrator guy. But, you know what's also the interesting thing about not moving? It's boring.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
Oh, God. Well, you leave me no choice, narrator.
No. No, no. What do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
Oh, is it getting taller this time? No. Oh God! All right, we're doing it again. Hey-oh!
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
All right, all right. Yeah, you're so
Yes.
pleading.
Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about. I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you? No, perhaps not. My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You're literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
I guess so.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask.
Oh man, this is getting dark.
Looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
Oh man, you're making me feel bad. This is the guilt trip, not that other one.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Oh, he sounds so sad. I want him to say something different this time. I am a monster. He makes me feel like a monster.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Aw.
What did it mean?
He's
Stanley
back to
decided
normal.
To go to the meeting room.
He's become
Perhaps he had
depressed,
sent him
yeah.
just a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I feel so bad for the narrator now. I feel so bad. Okay. Alright, let's go to the weird wife one, but not pick up the phone this time.
When Stanley came to a set
Which
of two open
was-
doors, he entered the door on his left.
This
was
one,
not
right?
the correct way to the meeting room,
Okay.
and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge.
It's the only double
first,
window with a white
just to
background in the
admire
entire
it.
game. Okay.
The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps too majestic. Like a combination of a much smaller version and a much larger version of this exact room.
It is
It all
weird.
made Stanley uncomfortable, and he started to bleed a little. This made him smile. At last, proof that he was human.
Made him bleed a little. Okay.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay. Well, we know there was another door.
Stanley was so bad at following directions.
The other
it's
way,
incredible he
'cause we went
wasn't
through the
5
red
years
one.
ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps
Always
we've
bleeding in
gotten
this
off on the
break
wrong
room. That's
foot.
Stanley, I know.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story
There's a
has
door
been
down
about
there.
nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Do the
Someone
input.
you've
I don't know what you mean by that.
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Can I open this
This
door?
is it, Stanley.
No.
Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
Her.
She's been waiting.
Ah, here we
That's
go.
her,
I see the
Stanley.
plug.
You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place
I already
your
jumped
faith
on the
in
platform
another,
below me.
then pick up the phone. As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No,
Yes.
it wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible.
Yeah, I know there's a blue
Let me
door.
double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits.
Hey, that's not what happens. I know.
Picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
Instructional
Please observe
video.
this helpful instructional video.
Oh, goodness.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person
Same
named
narrator.
Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational
Hypothetical
logic.
real person.
If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
Okay. Practice.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material
The
covered
Stanley
in this
Parable
video.
2 demo? Okay.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Okay.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful,
Now I
we
can't jump
have you
off.
jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Okay. Alright, so we're going back to where I made the wrong choice.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Have I died senselessly multiple times?
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Wow, another... Okay, alright.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Okay. You thought only the door on the left would open? Okay. Looks like that's all that happens. Unless, okay. Looks like I can't do anything else here. Okay.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe after everything we talked about that you... My story. You've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone? Left here like so much garbage. It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Whoa. You can get to that red door? Well, it looked like I maybe could have. It's platforming in this game doesn't seem to be a strong suit.
I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What? Did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you?
I am a child.
You're a child.
I am a child.
Oh, my story.
I keep feeling so bad for the narrator.
If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. Behave exactly as Stanley would.
Whoa, I feel like I'm missing
choosing
pieces here.
Responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Did this
All
just go
right.
back?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door.
That's
on his
correct,
left.
okay. Okay, sure. Do it again.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
All right, we back
Feeling
into
a wave of
this?
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Well, okay. All right.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs.
They
to
don't
his
even give you the
boss's
choice for
office.
going downstairs. Was there something that said tips for getting fired? Doesn't let me open that door? Okay. Doesn't let me open that door? Okay. Ha!
Stepping inside his manager's office,
The office is
was
different.
once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Shark 119. Am I supposed to say it? How do I speak it?
Stanley spoke the code.
Okay.
Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver right there on the wall.
Night Shark 115. It's not working.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you?
I'm trying.
Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
I'm saying it. It won't work. Night Shark 119, please.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously.
I said it. You're not
If you
listening
didn't want
to
see
me.
what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
Why won't you listen to me?
Stanley came to a set of two open doors.
Oh.
He entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Is everything okay? Stanley, please.
Oh, you get to see his face.
I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both
This is the
correct.
reality
We
ending.
can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please.
All right, GG cookie time. Poor guy.
Something? Anything? This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice.
This is the actual final ending.
I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Aw, poor narrator. Poor narrator. Well, I feel like I haven't done everything yet. Alright, the order doesn't really matter. Alright, well, I am going to actually stay in the office while I take my first break. Because I do want to play this a little bit more, because I know there's things I haven't done. Want to know an ending, close the door. So I'm going to just stay in here, and you all can listen to the narrator while I want to stick over to that, take a restroom break, and stand up and stretch. So I will be right back. Y'all rock. Hope you're enjoying the Stanley Parable. What a crazy game. Listen to the narrator to keep you company. I'll be back in a bit, my friends.